Hi, and welcome fellow Buddha members. This is Sensei Rando, for those of you that don't know that. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the Sakura Dojo, or the Sakura Training Group. Dojo is a place to study the way of a warrior. So a dojo is pretty much any place that we study the way. Whether it's here, Jacobsburg Park, which we really enjoy because you're outside in nature, and that's where this art actually began, was out in nature and mimicking nature itself. A couple of key things I'd like to hit on is why train in Ninjutsu? Well, let's be brutally honest now. Can any martial arts tell you that theirs is the best, that it'll protect you in every situation, that you no longer have anything to worry about? No. I'm sorry, I honestly believe that that's not true. Can Ninjutsu give you a better than even chance of succeeding and coming home? Yeah, I think so. Most martial arts now have become sports. Everyone sees this MMA and everything else. MMA also has a lot of rules to it. Ours really doesn't. We have one rule: survive, period. Some people have asked, how do we train? Why do we train? We train with weapons, of course. Weapons give us an opportunity to fine-tune our movements, to see what's coming next, always keeping that one step ahead. This is not a sport. This is not any type of competition. The only competition that there is between you and yourself. And very few times people actually beat themselves. So, I mean, you beat yourself up because you can't do something, but you need to be patient with yourself. This is something new. It's like walking. I joke with the students that, when's the first time you walked? What was the day and the time? You don't know. So this will come to you. There will be a point in time where everything comes together and it all clicks. Your movements will become very fluid. You'll become actually very graceful. This pretty much is a way of learning about you, how you are. Because how you hold yourself in training is basically how you hold yourself in life. Those people that have a problem to solve, and they just can't seem to solve the problem, much like in training. We have a certain technique, let's say a knife disarm, and you keep doing it the same way over and over and over and it doesn't work. Well, one of the principles we teach is if what you're doing doesn't work, stop doing it. Do something else. That doesn't mean that you don't solve the problem. You just find a different way of solving it. If what you're doing isn't working, find a new way. And in life, if you keep trying to solve the same problem and it just isn't getting solved, look at what you're doing. Are you trying to solve it the same way, or are you actually fighting yourself to solve that problem your way? This is where you'll start developing a flow, a fluid movement, so that if what you're doing that isn't working, you'll change to something else. And more times than not, solve the problem. It may not be the original way you intended to solve it, but it's solved. Much like in combat. If you try doing a technique over and over, but because of the size or the strength of the person, or your own balance, if you can't get that to where you want it, try something different. Our students range in different sizes, some small, some large, everyone pretty much in the middle. As you progress through this, you'll find that it gets easier and easier. Once your body realizes what you want it to do, it'll become very easy for you. This is a great art for enjoying life. I mean, you find new things every day. Don't ever give up learning, because that's one of the downfalls. So we have exciting things that go on inside and outside the dojo. We're working towards doing more seminar type work. This is a family type of atmosphere, so it needs to be treated as such. Yeah, family has their own disagreements, but they're still family. And as long as we argue amongst ourselves, that's fine. If anybody else comes into the picture, you can pretty much guarantee that everyone will kind of group together against that outside influence. That doesn't mean that we go out looking for trouble. We don't want trouble. That's the one thing that we don't. But the occasional barbecue with all our members, hey, that could always be something in the future. We have an exciting year. This is the year of the tiger, and it's actually funny the fact that our Sokei's teacher was nicknamed the Mongolian tiger. He's the one that actually adopted all 9 schools of the Bujinkan and passed them on to Hatsumi, which is our Sokei right now. Do we study ninjutsu so that we are better able to beat people up? No. Hatsumi Sokei said, if you want to learn to beat people up, join a gym, lift a lot of weights, get big and strong, and then you can go out and beat people up. Because beating people up is easy. Hurting people is easy. Living, nurturing people, that's what's hard. That's what we do here. We nurture one another. We help one another so that we can grow as people. A couple of mottos that we go with in the dojo is help those that cannot help themselves, protect those that cannot protect themselves, and a person in need will always have a friend. Whenever you get into a situation that you're not sure if you know how to handle it, here's our second motto: improvise, adapt, overcome. And that's what ninjutsu does. You improvise what you're doing, you adapt to what's going on, and you overcome. It all depends on what's here. And right here, this will be the biggest battles that you ever fight, the ones that you find in your own mind. But here is a safe environment. Nobody's judged, nobody's laughed at. You laugh with one another, yes. There's been times where something happened to me and everyone got a good laugh out of that, which is great because I'm human also. I'm not perfect, okay? There's a lot that I'm still learning also, because whereas I am a teacher, I am still a ninjutsu practitioner first. Student first, teacher second. So I hope you enjoy your experience and this path that hopefully will be long-lasting and take us both a long, long way. Until next time, keep training.